Welcome to my coven everyone, it's DarkTheMage, and today I'm going to try something different. You guys seem to like when I really nerd out and discuss the things I enjoy. So let's do it today. I'm talking about my top 5 favourite VTuber concepts. Now this simply means the kind of VTuber. So think Catgirl VTuber, Elf VTuber, etc. The basic concept of what the VTuber model is trying to be. And remember, this list is just my opinion. If you'd like to see more of these top 5s, be sure to let me know, and let's get right into the number 5 spot. Starting things off at the number 5 spot, we have Catgirl VTubers. Now I know this spot might be a bit divisive, but I would be lying to myself if I didn't say that I really enjoyed seeing the Catgirl or Nekomata type VTubers. I'm a big cat person myself IRL, and to me the best comparison of a catgirl is like a good hot chocolate with marshmallows. It's two things, VTubing and cats combined into one. I mean, how could I not love that combination? I think some of the cool hybrid stuff that people could do with catgirl models are so awesome. I've seen zombie catgirls, ice cream catgirls, and a bunch more that I'm sure will come in the future. The catgirl's greatest strength can also be its greatest weakness as well. The concept is a bit oversaturated. In fact, it can be quite a turn-off for a good few viewers. But no matter what, you can't hate the catgirl design. It belongs at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Elf VTubers. They're all ears, what can we say? I just think you can get so creative when it comes to the elf design, and I'll always be smiling every single time I see a new elf VTuber on my feed. You could have elf VTubers who are archers, elf VTubers who are into apothecary stuff, or even mages like you can in Skyrim. It's kind of a shame that I really don't see too many elf designs in the VTubing space. Now I imagine quite a few of them exist in indie forms, but they just aren't as popular or as pushed as many other VTuber concepts that you know. I'm a big fan of creativity when it comes to designs. I like seeing new stuff and people trying different things. And considering the many ways that elves have been portrayed in anime, mythological stuff, and other kinds of media, I'm just begging for the design to be used a lot more. So I'll always love elf VTubers. They come in at number 4. Arriving at number 3 for the bronze medal, we've got Gothic styled VTubers. I'm not limiting this countdown to specifically demi-humans or VTubers that are different species apart from being humans. I'm also covering my thoughts on the different styles of VTubing as well, while styles specifically for the model. And to say that I'm a big fan of the Gothic styled VTubers would be bang on the money. I've always loved this style of smart suits, black hair, pale skin, dark attire, tattoos, you name it. So I will always love seeing VTuber models that match this sort of style. If you haven't checked out my VTuber model ranking video, you would know that I put the likes of Grimmy and Vexoria in that top tier, because it's all about the dark gothic style. Being a horror fan and a fan of smart attire, it's inevitable that this one would be on my list. So to any VTubers who delve into the more gothic styles for your models, I'll really like them. Also, if you made it this far into the video, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and sharing with your friends, as it really does help my channel. Taking home the silver medal at number 2, we've got Dragon VTubers. Now, I love dragons and really always have. Be it Alduin or Paarthurnax from Skyrim or Shenron from Dragon Ball, dragon designs have always stuck with me, be it their eyes or their scales. I instantly fell in love with the concept because you could do quite a bit with it. You could do dragons that delve into fire or frost, you can do war dragons, you can do all sorts of stuff with dragons. So seeing that some VTubers are using the design of the dragons, I instantly fell in love with it. I point to Zentreya specifically in this case. If I could create a VTuber model based on a dragon, I would model it after either the dragon on the Welsh flag or the dragon on the Old English flag. I think a bright white or a bright red design for a dragon VTuber is just plain cool, and I really wish there were more of them out there. Dragon VTubers will always be up there for me, so they sit comfortably at number 2. Before we get to number 1, let's rattle off some of our honourable mentions. First off, we have Fox VTubers. Now, I love Fox VTubers and foxes in general, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them seem rather samey, mainly based on the Sakura type design. Now, don't get me wrong, I love foxes and always will, but it's just a little too saturated for me personally, so that's why it doesn't quite make the top 5. Next up, we've got Bee VTubers. Now this is purely because of my friend Laishibi, who was the one who introduced me to bee VTubers. And I have to say that it's a very nice concept, and I'd like to try and see some more cuter designs for VTubers, and I think bees you can really do that. But unfortunately my love for bee designs is a bit too recent for me to cover it on the list, but I have to give it an honourable mention because it really is something cool. But let's get on to that number 1 spot. Taking that gold medal home for the number 1 spot, we've got, surprisingly not mage VTubers, oh no, it's horror VTubers. Now this one is a little bit hard to exactly classify, but I'll give it a go. What I mean by horror VTubers, I'm referring to the VTubers who are based on classic horror characters, or have scary designs in general. Good examples include Lena Lazar, or Yuki Bites, or more intimately for me, my 1.0 design. I will always hold the horror genre close to my heart, despite my retirement from creepypastas, so I will always love seeing the VTubers be vampires, zombies, blood demons, mummies, and all sorts of horror designs. I think horror can be utilised so creatively to make loads of amazing designs. Now I'd personally like to see more werewolf designs for VTubers. But there you have it, my list for my top 5 favourite VTuber concepts. If you want to see me do my least favourite VTuber concepts, be sure to let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, my disciples.